If you want to learn how to create cool atmospheres for your builds, keep on watching. Alright, so you spent so much time and you did a lot of practicing and you finally came up with a house that looks really nice. But now, it looks really boring all by itself, especially if you're in a flat world like me. All the colors look nice and it looks like the house could support itself, but it's looking a little bit lonely. To help with that, you can start off by making some terrain. I made this really easily with GoBrush and Voxel Sniper. I just made a little bit of variation with some flat areas and then in the back, some more spiky areas. If you guys want a tutorial on how to create terrain, let me know in the comments and leave a like on this video. Even though the terrain does look pretty nice with it, it could be a little bit better. One thing you can do to make your terrain better is by adding some colors. You can use World Edit and replace on an angle, or you can use Go Paint and use the angle brush. You can use a bunch of different colors and just play around to see what you think looks really nice. After a little bit of playing around, I finally came up with this really nice terrain with some darker colors. I think these darker colors look really nice with this house because it really makes the house stand out. Having a darker terrain in a lighter colored house is a really good way to make your house stand out. I still left a little bit of grass here, but I changed the colors in the middle to something different. I added two darker colors. Here I put brown terracotta and soul sand. These two blocks work really nicely together and with the grass, so if you're looking for a good palette, you can use these, and also you can just experiment to see what looks nice for your purpose. Even though this does look really nice, and it definitely looks a lot better than where we started, but it can still be a lot better. One way that you can make your build look a lot better is by adding vegetation. Here I added trees. Trees are really nice because they just bring a little bit more green into your build. Here I put all the green trees at the edge, so it looks like that my house is at the edge of a forest, but the house is actually in a meadow. It creates a very nice background, and it also makes it so that you can do more things with the meadow area and have nice trees in the background, making the trees not get in the way of the functionality of the build, like say that you wanted to live in it or if it was for survival. I added some custom birch trees on the left going all the way around, and then I added a small tiny little custom birch forest on the other side. I like to separate the two so it looks more realistic, like you would find in an actual forest. Again, if you want me to make a tutorial on how I make custom trees, also let me know and leave a like on the video. Okay, yes, you can leave and just have your build like this, and that's alright, it just could be better. There are a lot of things that we still add to make the atmosphere a lot better. One really quick, easy thing that you can do to make your build look better is by adding grass or flowers. Here I added a lot of grass and flowers. Normally you wouldn't have this many flowers, but I think it looks really nice for this type of build. You can either use bone meal, or you can easily do it using World Edit. All you have to do is just replace above grass with all the IDs of flowers and grass you want. This just looks really nice and brings life to your build just a bit more. Again, you can just stop here, but there's a few more things that we can do to really just go that extra step in making your build look quite beautiful. Yay, finally we're on the last part for this build. Here we have, in my opinion, a complete build. It looks really nice. We added wheat fields and ponds, and we even added a path with some fence going around the house, and I think this just looks beautiful and it really complements the build. I just added a fence around the wheat field and the house, and I just think it looks wonderful. It actually works well because you could fish in the pond and also use the wheat for growing. You could also add stuff like a barn and a well, but that's also your personal preference. These are just more things that you can add to really improve the atmosphere of your build and make it so that you would actually want to live here. Since we are all done here, we are going to be quickly moving on to something else. Okay, again here we have a lovely build. You spent so much time building this and learning techniques from practicing, but again we had no atmosphere. It especially looks bland because again we are in fact on a flat world. There are a few techniques that you can use to make this a lot better and add an atmosphere. Now, I'm going to show you one of my favorite techniques for a build in this style. Here we have something that I like to call the Overgrown Style. This is the way that you can make your build look a little bit more old and just give it a little bit more of that unique touch. This is also a good way to incorporate your structure or build into its environment. Again, I just created some easy terrain and put the tower in the middle. And then I built a tree to go around it, and then I put vines going around it, just like it would be growing and getting old, and it just looks really nice and a little bit weathered. As a small addition, I also added some flowers. These flowers are in really nice patterns that actually took me quite a long time to make, but it looks really beautiful. Again, this is something that you could do in survival. It might take you a little bit of time, but it's definitely something that is possible. I also made sure to give my tree very nice big roots. This is another way that you can incorporate the tree into the ground, and also makes the tree look a little bit more organic. A little trick that you can do to really help further along the idea of the tree growing into the structure is you can actually have the branches curve around the structure. It kind of looks like the tree was growing, and then it ran into the structure and then grew away from it. This is actually something that trees do in real life, and I really like the idea of it in Minecraft. Thank you all so much for watching. I had such a blast building these and making this video. If you guys didn't know, this was actually a requested video, and if you want to request a video, go join my Discord server below. I'd be happy to help. And not only will I be taking video requests, I'll also be helping with builds. So if you have a picture of a build that you'd like feedback on or just want to show off, go into my Discord server and you can do so. Like always, I'll be putting all the credit down below in the description and the person who requested this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a wonderful day.